Hi, I'm Brittany, and today we're going to do a full body workout on the reformer using the Jumpboard. For props, you just need a looped resistance band, and then I also have a set of boxing gloves, which are totally optional. There is one part in the workout where we're going to be doing like a punching series on the Jumpboard. If you do not have the boxing gloves, you could simply just wrap a towel around your hand or use the palm of your hands. Go ahead and take the band, place it around your knees. I have on 2 red springs. For my reformer, that's 2 heavy springs. We're going to sit towards the edge of the carriage and then roll down with your shoulders right in front of the shoulder blocks. Your toes are going to go on the foot bar, heels together, toes apart. Your knees are pressing out into the band. Heels are pressing together, all 10 toes touching the foot bar. Let's just begin to lengthen our legs out. Bend back in. Press, bend, press, bend. Your hips are equally pressing down into the carriage. Tailbone is heavy on the carriage. Shoulders are wide and relaxed. And we're just going to do a few like this. Bending your knees into the band, zipping through your inner thighs as you lengthen your legs out long. About 10 seconds left. Last 2. Last 1. Send the carriage back home. Now we're going to place our feet parallel and bring your inside knee into tabletop. Lengthen your outside leg out long. As you're going to bend in, then your inside foot goes to the jump board, outside knee into tabletop, lengthen back out. So we're just switching feet each time we bend in. Keeping the other leg into tabletop, feeling the resistance of the band as well. Hips equally pressing down, relaxing your neck and your jaw. We have about 10 seconds left, and then we're going to stay on our outside toes. Last 2. Last 1. Outside toe stay on the jump board. Inside knee comes into tabletop. Lengthen your leg out long. Bend back in. Press, bend, press, bend. Option to extend your outside foot over the jump board as you bend in, and then as you lengthen back out, you bring that knee back into tabletop. Your heel is high in space. We have about 10 seconds left, and then we're just going to do a fun little pull series. Last 2, last 1. Bring the carriage almost all the way home. Let's just press out an inch, come almost all the way back home. Press halfway up, come almost all the way home. Press the carriage almost all the way out, come almost all the way back in. Let's do that again. So a little pulse out, climb back home. Halfway in, you come down, you climb almost all the way up, you climb back down. Last 1. Hold at the top, go down an inch, back up. You climb halfway down, almost all the way back up, climb almost all the way home, almost all the way back up. 2 more. Last 1. Press the carriage out halfway, and then just lift your hips up a fist distance off the carriage. Your headrest is still up, so you're just lifting your hips up just a little bit, and then lower them and lift. Lift. Just a little lift. For 4, 3, 2. Last 1, keep your hips up, and then just press out, bend back in. Just a little press. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Both feet go on the jump board. Send your hips down. Lengthen your legs out long. Bend back in. Now your outside knee is going to stay into tabletop. Inside foot lengthens out long. And then bend back in. Press, bend, press, bend. Option to extend your outside foot over the jump board and then bend back in as you lengthen your outside leg out long. Finding a nice steady pace. Feeling that glute and that hamstring really start to kick in. We just have about 5 more seconds, and then we have that pulse series. Last 2. Last 1. Bring the carriage almost all the way home. Press up an inch. Come back in. Halfway up. Almost all the way home. Almost all the way out. Almost all the way back in. 2 more. Keeping your outside knee into tabletop. Come all the way up. Hold. You go down an inch. Back up. Halfway down. Almost all the way up. Almost all the way down. Last 1. Hold at the bottom. Bring the carriage in halfway, and then just lift your hips up a little bit and lower and lift. Lift. Last 4. 3, 2, 1. Keep your hips lifted. Heel is high. You press out, in. Just a little press out, and then come almost all the way back in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both feet go on the jump board. Your hips can go down. Lengthen your legs out long. Come back in. Take a sec. Now let's do that march series again. So outside toes are on the jump board, lengthen out, come back in, inside foot comes on, outside knee comes into tabletop. Start to increase the pace. Just a few more. And if that feels okay, option to add a little jump. So you jump and then other foot. You're landing toe ball hill. Nice and controlled. A few more. And then we're going to stay on the outside foot. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Outside toes stay on the jump board. Lengthen your leg out. Bend back in. Press, bend. Option to add the jump. And it's just a little jump. Your inside knee is staying into tabletop, hips equally pressing down into the carriage. Five more seconds. Last 2. Last 1. Bring the carriage almost all the way home. And then just add a little jump. Come back in. A bigger jump. You come back in almost all the way back in. So it's just like that pulse series, but now we're jumping. Hold at the top. You jump up a little less and then a little more. So now we're just climbing down the ladder. Last 1, come back in. Inside foot goes on the jump board, outside knee into tabletop. Lengthen your leg out long, bend back in. Press, bend, press, bend. finding a nice pace, and then option to add the jump. Inside or outside knee stays in tabletop, and you're landing toe ball hill with that outside foot. It's just a little jump. Ten more seconds, and then we're gonna do the pulse series. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that carriage almost all the way in. A little jump, come back in. Halfway out, almost all the way out, almost all the way back in. 2 more. Last one. Stay up at the top. You jump out. Halfway, almost all the way home. Jump back out. 2 more. Last time. I think I did an extra one there. Come all the way back in. Both toes can go on the jump board. Lengthen your legs out long. Bend back in. You could send your heels over the jump board. Lower your headrest. Now you're going to put your heels back up onto the jump board. And we're going to go into some glute bridges. So shoulders are wide. Inhale. On the exhale, press your hips into the carriage and then tuck your tailbone and roll up bone by bone, your hips in line with your lower ribs, and you want to curve your back ribs under just a little bit. Squeeze that band, roll back down. Press your hips into the carriage, tuck your tailbone, roll up into your glute bridge, squeeze the band, roll back down. A few more. Squeeze, roll back down. Last 2. Last one, press up, hold at the top. You're going to lengthen the carriage out and then bend back in. Lengthen out. As you lengthen out, your hips will naturally drop, and then make sure you lift your hips up as you pull the carriage back in. Inhale to lift, to extend out. Exhale to come back in, pulling the carriage in with your feet. A few more, 2 more. Last one, lengthen your legs out. Come back in. Now you're going to lower your hips, lengthen your legs out, and then lift your hips up as you bend in to send the carriage home. You lower your hips, press out, lift your hips up, send the carriage home. 2 more. Last one. Your hips dip down, lengthen your legs out, pull your hips back up as you send the carriage home. Now your hips are up, lengthen your legs out, drop your hips down, bend back in, press up, lengthen out, send your hips down, and you're pulling that carriage back in with your feet. 2 more. Last one. Come all the way back in. Now press back up into a glute bridge and lengthen back down so your hips are just hovering off of the carriage. And let's just rock your hips one way and then rock the other way. Just rocking a nice gentle rock back and forth, really engaging your hamstrings, your glutes, your outer glute, outer thighs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's just start the other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, and then just roll back down. Lengthen your legs out. Inhale, exhale, come back in. All right, we're just going to roll up. We're going to do a spring change. So let's put on one blue spring. You could take your red springs off. So one blue spring, platform extender can go back on. Now we're going to grab our short box. So grab your short box, place it right in front of your shoulder blocks. You can put the gloves right on your platform extender for later. We're going to carefully step on to the platform extender and then onto the carriage and onto the box. Your toes can just go to the edge of the platform extender. Your palms are going to go to the edge of the box. Shoulders are wide. Inhale on the exhale. Press your palms back. Your hips are hovering off of the box. Inhale on the exhale. You're going to send your hips up over the box. Tuck your tailbone under towards the ceiling, chin to chest, and then press back out. Shoulders are wide. Inhale, exhale. Tuck in, and then back out. Just two more. Really scooping your abs in and up. Come back out. Your chest is wide. Last one. Come back out. Now let's just add a tricep dip. And then the little pike. Tricep dip into a pike. Two more. Last one. Now just tricep dips. Chest is wide for 4. 3. 2. Last one. Come all the way back. Shake your wrists out if you need to. Now we're going to turn towards the side. So turn so you're facing me. Your top foot is going to go to the front, towards the front of the platform extender. And then that bottom leg goes towards the back. We're going to come on to our elbows in our forearm, elbow in line with your shoulders. Lengthen your legs out long. Your hips are stacked. Fingers can reach up towards the ceiling. Bend your knees in. Lengthen out long. Your hips dip down. They come back up. Bend your knees out. Lengthen your legs out long. Your hips dip down. Back up. Just 2 more. Last one. Lengthen your legs out long. Now we're going to thread the needle so your fingers are going to go under your belly as you pike your hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Fingers go back up towards the ceiling. Inhale. On the exhale, pike up towards the ceiling, threading that needle, and then you come back up. Just 2 more. Last one. All the way back up. Bring the carriage all the way home. Let's go ahead and sit in the child's pose. Get a nice stretch real quick. So your knees are wide. Just send your fingers long towards the risers. All right, come all the way in. We have to do the other side. So you're facing away from me. Top foot goes towards that front edge. Coming into your forearm position there. Bend your knees in. Lengthen back out. You hip dip. Come back up. Bend in. Press out, add the hip dip. 2 more. Your wrists are staying in line with your shoulders. Last one. Hip dip down. As you come up, you're adding the pike. So your fingers go under your belly button. You pike. Fingers go up towards the ceiling. Inhale on the exhale. Send your hips up, 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 up. Scooping your belly up and in. And then you come back. Fingers towards the ceiling. 2 more. Last one. I think I did that backwards, but now let's bend our knees in. Lengthen out. Then pike up. Come into that plank. You hip dip. Bend your knees in. Lengthen them out long. Thread the needle. Woo. Bend your knees in. Press out. Hip dip. Thread the needle. Last time. Hip dip. No, wait, bend your knees in. Sorry, guys. Lengthen back out. Hip dip. Thread the needle. Now come so you're in that quadruped position. And let's come all the way back up. Whew. Now the fun really begins. So we're going to sit on the box facing your jump board. So go ahead. If you have the boxing gloves, put them on. And we have on, yes, one blue spring. We're going to stand up on the carriage and we're just going to get a little warmed up and let's do a few squats. Come into a squat. So your feet are about hip distance apart. Hips hinge back. You're in a squat. Now press up, hinging through your hips and come back down. We're going to add some arm movement. So as you come down, your outside hand is going to come up into an uppercut. So you do an uppercut and then you come up and your outside arm punches as you twist across your body. So you come down, press up, and then punch across. So it's almost like you're punching up towards your face and then twist and punch. Just a few more. 2. Last one. Twist and punch. Now come all the way down. Put your heels, option to put your heels up onto the box. We're going to hinge back. This time, our inside arm is just going to go on the jump board. Come down into a squat, come up into the uppercut. And then as you come down, you're going to push your arm out into the jump board. And then come up into your uppercut. Hinge down, press out, bend in as you come up. For 4. You can add a tricep press as well. 3, 2. Last one. Come back down into a squat. Bend your jump board arm. Lengthen back out. Bend. Press. Ooh, my hamstrings are on fire. If you can, add a little jump for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Both hands can come up. And let's come all the way up. Take a second. Now you're going to send your inside foot to the platform extender. Outside foot can go back onto the box. Inhale on the exhale. You're going to bend your platform knee down into a lunge. Take that inside hand and just give the platform extender a little punch. Come back up. and then punch with your other arm, adding that little twist. So you lunge down, little punch, come back up, pressing through your heel, and then add a punch. For 4, 3, 2 more. Your chest is wide, hinging over your knee. Last 1. Come down into the lunge. Now both of your hands are going to go on the jump board. Your elbows are bent. Come into a lunge. Your carriage knee bends in and lengthens back out. Chest is wide. Bend into scooter. Lengthen back out. 6 more, pressing through your heel. Your hands are just lightly pressing on the jump board. 2. Last one, lengthen your leg out long. Now press your arms out into the jump board and then bend back in. So as you press out, that platform leg lengthens out long and then bend back in. Just 2 more. Last one. Come all the way in. Now bring your outside foot to the platform extender. Inside foot can go back to the box. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to add the lunge with that little punch. Come back up and add the punch with the twist. Punch the platform extender and then twist through and punch. Two more. Last one. Now come down into the lunge. Both hands are on the jump board. You're down into a lunge. Now bend your carriage knee into scooter. Your hips are pressing back. And then lengthen your carriage leg back out long. Bend in. Press back out. Pressing through the heel of your platform leg. Knee in line with your ankle. Your hips are pressing back. Chest is wide. Just 2 more. Last one. Lengthen your leg out long and then send your arms long, leg is long, and then bend back in. Press out, bend back in. 2 more. Last one. Come all the way back in. Now we have to do those squats, but with the other side. So let's just take a second. When you're ready, stand back up. Let's just do a few squats. Hips go back. You press up through your hips. You squat down, press up through your hips. We're going to add the uppercut with our inside hand, and then the outside arm punches, adding a twist. So your inside hand goes uppercut, outside hand punches with the twist. 2 more. Last one. Come all the way back up. Now you can put your heels onto the box. Make sure everything is nice and sturdy. Your hips come back. Your outside arm is on the jump board. Your inside arm does the uppercut. You come down. Lengthen your outside arm out long. Come up into your uppercut. Bend down. Outside arm lengthens out long. Ooh. Trying not to crash your carriage. Chest is pitched forward. Hips are pressing back. 2 more. Last one. Now option to add the little jumps. It's just a little jump for 4. Hips pressing back, chest is forward and wide. 2. Last one. Come all the way in. Both hands go on the jump board. Keep your hips back into that squat. Press out, bend back in. We're going to add a little jump. With both hands, option to hinge up and then back down. Just a little movement up and then back down. Two more. Last one. Stay down and jump. Can you go lower? 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Come all the way back up. We're going to turn to face the risers. You can get rid of the band. Just go ahead and send it off to the floor. And you can take the gloves off if you want. I'm going to leave mine on. I kind of like the padding. Your palms are going to go wrists in line with shoulders, palms facing each other. Outside. Yeah, let's do our outside foot on the jump board. Inside knee stays on the carriage. You're just going to press your leg out. Bend back in. Your hips are equally pointing forward. You may need to readjust your arms. As you press out, you're going to go down into a push-up and then come back up. So your elbows bend beside your ribs and then press back up. Chest is wide, pressing over the box. A few more, and then option to add a jump. Really, your chest really presses forward as you bend down. Really feeling that weight right in your triceps. 2. The last one. Come all the way back in. Now we're going to turn so your palms are facing back. Or if you don't have the gloves, your palms are facing away from you, so your elbows are going to bend wide. Inside toes go on the jump board. Lengthen your legs out long. Bend back in. As you press out, you bend down into the push-up and then lengthen back up. Option to add a jump. Keep going. I have a fun distraction for you today. Did you know that female dragonflies will fake their own deaths to avoid mating with unwanted males? Like, here comes Dave. Quick, play dead. 2. Last one. Come all the way back in. Now we're going to stand up onto the platform extender. Inside foot is going to go to the carriage. Your palms can just go down lightly onto the box. Outside toes are going to go on the jump board. There's a bend in your carriage knee. Go ahead and lengthen your jump board leg out long. And then bend back in. Press, bend. Pulling your belly button up towards the ceiling. And my gaze is just right there past my headrest. Option to add a jump. Hips hinging back. Knees in line with your ankles. And your fingers are just light on the box. I say Dave because I've never met a Dave I like. Unless you're a Dave, then maybe you're the exception. 2 more, and then we're going to add a lift and a lower of the carriage knee. Last one. Now as you jump out, your carriage leg lifts up and it lowers back down. You lift, lower, keeping the weight in your heels. Or if you're married to a Dave, I guess that's up to you if he's an exception or not. Probably depends on the day. 2 more. Last one. Now keep your knee bent, jump out, come back in, lift, lower. So one with your knee bent and one adding a lift and a lower. Knee bent, lift, lower. 2 more each way. Last one. Come all the way back in. Take a breath. Now your inside foot is going to stay on the carriage, and we're just going to add or change it up a little bit and add a little pike here. So your fingers are just right there again on the box. Outside toes go on the jump board. Inhale. On the exhale, lengthen your legs out long, and you're in a pike. So your hips are up towards the ceiling. Chin is tucked in towards the chest, looking at the jump board. Now as you press out, you're going to come up onto your toes and really scoop your abs in and up. Tailbone up towards the ceiling, and then bend back in. Lengthen out onto your toes, really scooping your abs in and up. Come back in. One more like that, and then option to add a jump. So you jump out onto your toes, scooping out and in, and then back in. Four more. There's just a little bend and press with your carriage leg. Last one. Come in. Now keep your carriage leg bent and just jump. 3. Lifting up. 2. Last one. Whew. Come all the way back in. Shake that out. Deep breaths. You can put your hands towards the edge of your box and then just send your hips back towards the jump board. All right, we have to do the other side. So now your outside foot is on the carriage. Inside toes go to the jump board. Slight bend in your carriage leg, your carriage leg is bent. Inhale on the exhale, lengthen your leg out long. Bend back in. Press. Bend. My gaze is just right there past my headrest. Couple more. And then option to add a jump. Your hips are pressing back. Weight is in your carriage heel. 2 more, and then we're going to add the lift and the lower. Last one. As you jump out, you lift your carriage leg, and then your hips go back down. Lift and lower. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Keep your carriage leg bent. Jump out. Come back in. Lift. Lower. 2 more. Each way. Last one. Lift. Lower. Come all the way back in. Now we're going to scoop our abs in and up. Hips go up towards the ceiling. And we're going to add the little pike variation. Inhale. On the exhale, lengthen your leg out long. Bend back in. As you lengthen out long, you can roll up onto your toes, scooping your abs in and up, and then roll back down as you bend in. Let's do a few more like that before we add the jump. Now, option to add the jump if you want to, or if you did last time. Four more. 3. Really scooping your abs in up. 2. Last one, stay on your toes and just lift or bend your knee in and press out with a little jump. Scooping your abs in and up. 2. Last one. Come all the way back in. Carefully step onto your platform extender and then off of the reformer. We're going to take the box and just push it up so it's about in the middle of the carriage. We're just going to do some prone work here. So we're going to come to the middle of the carriage, and then your hips are just going to go, they're going to drape up onto the box. So your hips are on the box, chest can be off, hips are pressing down. Your hands are going to go on the jump board. Inhale, on the exhale, lengthen your arms out long, and then you're going to bend your elbows in wide. Press, bend. Your legs are separated, so there is space for your hips. A few more, and then we're going to add a little jump if you want to. Last one, option to add a jump and swim your legs at the same time, sending your knees up towards the ceiling. Pulling your belly in towards the ceiling as well. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Whew. Come all the way back in. Take a breath. Now, your hips are still pressing down into the box. You lengthen your arms out. Bend back in. When we add a jump, you're going to press out. Your arms go to your sides. Bend back in. They go to your sides and then back up. Almost like you're making a snow angel. As they go to your sides, extend up through your head and chest. And then back down. 4, 3, 2, hips pressing into the box. Last one. Come all the way back in. Nice. You can come up. Send your hips back into a child's pose if you can. Fingers reach long towards the jump board. Come all the way back up. You can stand off the reformer, take off the gloves, and you can set the box off to the side. Let's go ahead and grab our loops. We haven't got to use them much today. Headrest can go up. Let's do some feet and straps. So let's just put on 2 red springs. Let's see. You sit towards the edge of the carriage, roll down, shoulders in front of the shoulder blocks. Grab your straps. I like to give mine a pull at the same time. Place them around your feet. Heels together, toes apart, shoulders are wide. Inhale, exhale, lengthen your legs out long. Bend back in. Press, bend, press, bend. Heels really pressing together. Your knees come in line with your hips, then lengthen back out. That keeps it a little more muscular in your glutes and your hamstrings. versus coming in all the way, which is more of a stretch, which is also fine. 2. Last one. Feet come parallel. Lengthen your toes up just shy of the ceiling and then press down. So you lengthen up, up, up. Your tailbone stays anchored to the carriage. You feel a nice stretch right there in the hamstrings. And then you press down through your hamstrings, making it more muscular. Lengthening up, feeling that nice stretch, and then press down. One more. Exhale as you press down. Now heels come together. Lengthen up. You separate your heels at the top, and we're going to draw circles. Heels click together, toes go up towards the ceiling. You separate and circle around. Your circles can be big or small, as long as you're keeping your hips stable on the carriage. A few more, and then we're going to go the other way. Last one, your heels come together, toes go up towards the ceiling, and then press down through your inner thighs and circle the other way. Two more. Last one. Feet together. Let's just bend your knees in. You can grab your loops, elbows into your knees, pulling in on the straps. Just rock back and forth. You can take your legs out to the side. Extending them out long, and then bend your toes back in. And send your feet down towards the carriage, grabbing onto the ropes. You can take your palms down to the carriage as well. Belly button up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. Go ahead, grab your loops. You can hang them up. Roll up. And we are all done with today's workout. I hope you have a great day. Hi. You're just a good little baby, huh?